Welcome to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to continue the Twin Flame Reunion series by reading for Sagittarius. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Let's get started. This is for Sagittarius spirit. What is happening with Sagittarius and the Twin Flame, please, spirit? Sagittarius and their twin flame. Does it be like this? Okay, here we go. The overall energy for this reading is the Queen of Cups. This is Scorpio for me. Like I said, other readers may say it's another sign, but for me, it's Scorpio when Spirit brings it up. So with the Queen of Cups, I feel like this is just talking about listening to your intuition. It can also speak of just getting in touch with your emotions, because like, look at the queen, look at that huge cup that she's holding. Okay, I feel like this is a situation where somebody's not being honest about how they feel, or it could be the both of you, Sagittarius. Okay, then we've got under here the Hermit. Okay, so this could represent the older person in the connection, but it doesn't have to. This is also representing the need for healing. So both of you've got to go within, figure out, what's going on inside of you, contemplate, have some deep thoughts, and think about what you need to do in order to move forward. Because it's about taking the time to go inward in order to heal yourself so you can have a healthy relationship. And then the last card we've got is the Prince of Cups. So this is talking about a love offer. Okay, it's a water sign or someone with a lot of water in their chart: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It's a love offer where one person or the other comes towards the other person with their heart on their sleeve, with wide open, emotionally available, and letting the other person know exactly where they stand. And it's both of you, I feel like, that need to do this. You may have told your person how you felt in the past, but I feel like there may be some other things that need to be divulged as well. Okay. All right. Let me clarify the Queen of Cups for you and see what Spirit is saying. Okay, so we've got two cards that fell. The first one that fell is the Hangman. Okay, so this is Pisces energy, and if you can see what it says, I'm moving it closer so you can see it. It says resisting surrender. So in this connection, you want to try to control things. You may want to try to push things in a certain direction, to try to make things happen the way you're wanting them to happen on your time. But this is a divine connection. God, Spirit, Source is involved in this situation. Okay, not to mention you and your twin. And I feel like, Spirit is saying, that causes resistance for you to jump in and try to control the situation, and that it also causes delays. So if you're wanting this to move forward, this is about surrendering to what's happening and, pulling back from trying to control things in the 3D, control things on the outside. And it's about stepping back and focusing and putting the majority of the focus on yourself, and not trying to manipulate things on the outside. The second card that fell is the Seven of Coins. This is the Seven of Pentacles. The reason why I'm laughing is because this card is about patience, plain and simple. Every time I see this card, I know this is what Spirit is talking about because it comes up a lot. And Spirit is telling you to surrender and to have patience in order for this to move things forward. Because if you see what it says, right? What does it say on there? It says good things take time. So this is about planting the seeds, okay, of what you're wanting to come to fruition and having the patience to take the long-term view, to have a bird's eye view and realize, trusting Spirit, trusting God, trusting your twin, trusting yourself, to know that when it's time for the two of you to come together, that's what's going to happen, okay? Excuse me. Okay, so this first card is like another overall energy card. This is representing the current state of the connection, okay? So we've got the Princess of Pentacles. This is an earth sign or someone with a lot of earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And so with this card, I feel like this is what your end goal is. You're wanting a love offer, however small it may be, but you're wanting something stable and secure. You're wanting a relationship where both you and your person ground each other, okay? There may be distance between the both of you. This is what I feel like you're longing for. This is what you want the possibility. This is the possibility of the relationship that you're pointing or you're focusing on, is to have this stability and this security and the grounding. But in order to do that, there's going to have to be some things that are going to have to be done on both sides of the connection, independent of the connection, okay? Because at the end of the day, a twin flame connection is about you, okay? All right, let's clarify. Okay, so we've got the Two of Swords reversed. So if you see, it says clear warning, attention, red flags. So this is about, needing to make a decision, all right? Somebody in this connection, it could be one or both of you, may be in a relationship with someone else, and a choice needs to be made. But you may be in a relationship with someone else, but you are both aware of each other, you and your twin. And I feel like this is about looking at your options and making a decision, going within to make a decision about what it is that you're wanting, okay? And paying attention to whatever red flags are popping up. You would know what those are, okay? The second card here is representing the blockages that are preventing you and your person from having a reunion, all right? So let's see. It could be fears, it could be past pains, anything like that. Okay, so we've got the Death card, and when it fell reversed. This was the card, if you saw me shuffling in the beginning, that I asked Spirit about, was it supposed to be, because it fell like this, and I turned it up right side up, because I normally don't do reversals. But when I asked Spirit about whether it was supposed to be reversed, they told me yes. So this is Scorpio energy. You may have Scorpio placements. Your person may have Scorpio placements. This card is talking about a transformation, okay, that needs to occur. But because it's reversed, this transformation is not occurring. So it could be a situation where one or the both of you are refusing to do what is necessary, okay? Nothing in this connection is going to come for free, okay? I've told you this in the past, those of you who watched me over the years. This is just about needing to dig in and do what you need to do, because even if you don't want to be in a twin flame connection, the work still has to be done, because you don't want to bring that stagnant energy, that, that those blocks or whatever baggage you're carrying, you don't want to bring that into your next relationship, no matter who it's with, okay? Okay, let's clarify. Okay. So yeah, we've got the King of Coins. This is an earth sign or someone with a lot of earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If you see underneath it, it says, this is normally the King of Pentacles. It says the ultimate provider. So if this is the type of person you're wanting, okay, you have to become this yourself. Okay, you have to become the ultimate provider for yourself, This is about, you know, you wanting that security and stability that we were first speaking of when we were looking at the Princess of Pentacles. Okay, you're wanting the beginning of that, the start of that with this Princess of Pentacles. And what Spirit is saying is that you first have to become stable and secure and grounded within yourself first. Okay, all right. You got to become what it is you want. You have to identify as that. Because if you're telling yourself stories, Sagittarius, about, you know, people don't treat me right, I always get the short end of the stick in relationships, you know, blah, 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 all these things, that's what's going to show up. Okay, it's not what you're wanting consciously that shows up. It's what's happening subconsciously. Okay, because no one sits around and says that they want to be abused and they want to be in a relationship where someone doesn't take them seriously, or they don't do what they're, you know, do what they're supposed to do. They don't hold up their end of the bargain. No one wants that. But we have to come to Jesus and realize that there are things that we've experienced in this lifetime, and it may not even be this lifetime. Okay, it may be other lifetimes that we may have experienced certain things, okay, that have to be cleared. That's what this death card, you know, being reversed is about, is that there's a lack of attention to these things, a lack of looking at the red flags, okay? And so because of that, it's causing delays. If you want this connection to come together, you want it to move faster, then it has to do with what you're doing too, because you can't, as I said in the beginning, try to force something to happen or try to force it on your timeline, because it's not gonna happen. This is a divinely guided connection, and if you don't step up to the plate and do the healing and the things that you need to do, this is not going to work out the way you're wanting it to. It's going to be a lot of delays, a lot of frustration, and just, you know, you're gonna want to give up. Okay, all right. So this third card represents the steps needed for reconciliation. Okay, so this is talking about, again, self-reflection, forgiveness, honest communication, and other relationship repair work. So we've got the Six of Cups that's coming up. So immediately when I see this card, the first word that comes to me is childhood. So there are some issues. I was about to call you Scorpio. So maybe somebody, you know, you might have Scorpio placements, or your person might have them. Whenever I see this Six of Cups, there is some things that happened in your childhood that shaped how you handle relationships and how people relate to you, or the story you're telling yourself. And Spirit is saying that you have to go back and excavate these things, take a look at them, examine them. It's not a thing where, you know, you pull out one thing and it's supposed to take you, you know, like years to go through it. It's not that. It's you have to become aware of what your limiting beliefs are, of the stories you're telling yourself, because if you keep telling yourself those same stories, you're going to keep getting the delays. You're going to keep sitting in this death reversed energy, and you're not going to be able to get the type of relationship you want. I'm not saying you won't end up in a relationship. You could very well still be in one, but it's not going to be on the level that you're wanting, that you desire, and what you deserve. Okay? Okay, so all right, so we've got, this is the Three of Cups, and it's reversed. So this is third party. Okay, it also says under the influence. So somebody might be overly partaking of things, okay, to the extent to where it's affecting their judgment, it's affecting how they deal with other people. That could be what the third party is. It doesn't necessarily have to be a person, but if you look at the card, right, there are three people here. And Spirit could very well give me the Two of Cups, but the fact that they're giving me the Three of Cups, it's telling me what this is. So it's something that happened for some of you in your childhood, okay, that is causing this, you know, where maybe you feel like you get into relationships and the person is not valuing you. They're in a relationship or in something with you, a situationship with you and somebody else at the same time. It's like where you may be feeling like, you know, you're never enough. That's what I'm getting with this card. So that's why Spirit is saying you know, it's time, you know, to go within and clear out that energy so that you're not, you know, displaying this or playing it out in your relationships, because this is talking about somebody else being, you know, somebody else's influence, another person, okay? A love triangle, heavy partying, because that's why it's saying under the influence. All right. Okay, so this next card, give me 1 second. This next card, number 4, represents the potential outcome. Like if the two of you reconcile, look at this, Sagittarius. This is the potential that the two of you have, the lovers, Gemini energy. This is what you're wanting, right? The two of you to come together, to vibe on every level, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. You can have this. You can have this. This is a relationship. People may call it like a fairy tale, but you can have this. That's the reason why you're going through what you're going through, is so that you will learn how to love yourself, learn how to put yourself first, know that you deserve to have this type of relationship so that you can manifest it. Okay? So Spirit is saying, if you do what they're guiding you to do, you know, what they're suggesting that you do, this is what you have that's waiting in store for you. A chance to have a really amazing relationship. Okay. So here's the Hermit showing up again, but it's showing up reversed. Okay, so this is Virgo energy, and it's saying self-absorbed. So this can talk about, you know, this is, I feel like this Spirit is saying this is the antithesis of what you'll end up, what your situation may end up being like, if, you know, for you not doing the work. Because remember, I told you, it doesn't matter if it's this relationship you want or if you want a new one. Okay, it doesn't matter. Spirit supports you regardless of whatever choices you're making. And so some of you are closing yourself off to the possibility of love. You may have been, you know, in situations where you were dragged so bad and treated so badly until you shut down. Okay, you may be paralyzed by fear. This could be your person as well, but there's the sense of isolation here, and possibly even paranoia. Okay, so some of you are very lonely, okay, because things are not working out the way you're wanting them to be. But you got to learn how to be your own best friend, Sagittarius. You really have to learn how to do that. That's what I had to do. You know, for those of you who've been watching me for years, I was gone for a while. It was because I had to step back and take a look at what was going on with me, because I was giving to everybody outside myself, but I was neglecting me. So I had to take a time out to look at myself and look at the things that I needed to look at so I can move forward. Okay, and Spirit is asking you to do the same thing. Okay, all right. So this last card is going to be guidance from the universe. Okay, this is a message from Spirit, okay, about what's going on in this situation. So we've got the Prince of Pentacles. So this is the earth sign or someone with a lot of earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is the equivalent of the Knight of Pentacles. This is the slowest knight in the deck, but what Spirit is saying, if you're proactive and you take these steps to move in the direction you're wanting to move in, slowly but surely, you're going to get to have the type of relationship you want, because this knight wants a relationship, but they move slowly because they want something that's secure, that's stable, that's grounded, that's going to last for a very long time. And this is what you want, even though it's the slowest knight in the deck. And, you know, people don't tend to relish or want to have something that moves slowly. Sometimes, what does it say? The slow, what is it? Oh gosh, what do they say about the turtle? Slow and steady wins the race. I feel like that's what this is talking about, that you need to take this time that you're separated from your person, or if you're in a relationship with them, take the time for yourself to go within, because you're only as strong together as you are apart as you are independent of the connection. So that's why we talk about the Nine of Pentacles all the time, you know, and the Pentacles are always in the readings because it's about stability and security, okay? Because you have the potential to have this. That's what Spirit is telling you, to have an amazing relationship, okay? Because these two cards are really great cards to see because this is a major arcana. It doesn't get any better than this with the Lover's card, okay? And you want something like that. I know you do. Otherwise, the cards that are coming up wouldn't be coming up. So Spirit is saying, pay attention to your intuition. If certain things pop up, don't avoid them and not want to look at them and try to focus on other things. Don't do that. Like, take the time, schedule some time for yourself on a weekly basis, you know, maybe once or twice a week, to look at the things that you need to take a look at from your childhood. Nobody wants to go back through this, but you want to deal with it and be done with it so it doesn't show up anymore, because feelings that are buried alive never die, okay? And so you've got to dig these things up, and whatever you got to do, write a letter and burn it, tear it up, you know, put a chair in front of you and pretend like the person that hurt you is there and tell them how you feel. Do what you need to do in order to get past this shit so you can have what it is you want. Okay? All right. Let's clarify. Okay. So we've got here the Four of Coins, which is normally the Four of Pentacles. It can talk about material attachment, but, you know, yeah, there may be a scarcity mindset. Some of you may have to get your finances in order. That's what I feel like this card is talking about. That is not just, you know, a relationships and emotional, you know, mental and physical things that you have to deal with. You may have to deal with financial as well. Okay. So you may need to save. There may be some type of spending issues that I don't know why it's coming up. You know what? I think I'm going to try to do a career reading sometime, if not at the end of this month, maybe at the beginning of next month, or like for the month of January, like at the end of December. So when we go into 2025 in January, we can talk about these things and know what it is you need to focus on for the year. Okay. But there may be a unhealthy attachment, material attachment, or unhealthy spending or something like this. But this card can also talk about being possessive. Okay. So if you're in a situation with this person and they may push your buttons and make you feel jealous and feel possessive, if that's the case, that goes back to you needing to work on your stuff. Because if you are secure in who you are, a Sagittarius, it doesn't matter what anybody does. I'm not saying people can't upset you, they can't push your buttons and make you mad, but it will take a lot for them to do it if you focus on healing the triggers that you have going on. Okay? All right. Before you go, we are going to get some messages from your person. So let's go ahead and see what they want to tell you. These cards do not want to shuffle. Ooh. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Sagittarius. Okay. Don't forget about me. I haven't forgotten about you. So this person is still thinking about you. If you're separated, you haven't spoken to them, you're still on their mind. Okay. Then we've got, I need to own up to where I feel sure about this relationship. So this person may have come across where they feel unsure. They can't decide what they want to do. This Two of Swords may have to do with them needing to, poop or get off the pot, make a decision, decide on what they want to do. But I think they do feel sure deep down inside, but they may not know how to deal with the other situation they're in if it's somebody else involved. Because for some of you it is, because we had that third party with the Three of Cups reversed. And then the last card, it says, I'm secretly obsessed with you. Okay? So there's some obsession going on. This is definitely a twin flame connection. Okay, Sagittarius, I hope this helped you. If you would like a personal reading, the link is in the description box below. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please have a good rest of your week and a good day, and I will speak to you soon.